Hello, hello, hello. It's another Sunday. Sunday's best to you. And let me make a disclaimer up front. Should we have problems tonight, because I've been having problems with the internet service and they're actually coming to check it out tomorrow, just know that I will go to my phone and finish up. So hopefully we won't have any disturbances tonight. I have been watching the news, and they are kidding about the gremlins interfering with the internet. But anyway, happy Labor Day to you. I hope that you and your family are all enjoying the long weekend and the beautiful, beautiful weather. It's beginning to cool down some, and that's fine. So let's when someone gets on, just let me know that you're there. But meantime, we're going to review just a little bit of what we talked about last week. So last week, we said, what's holding you back? And then we had a little example when people think that their boss is holding them back and that they can't move forward because the boss just won't let them. Well, we proved that last week when we had you to really look within. It wasn't the boss. As we found out, it was a lot of individuals in the way that they were thinking, and they were allowing someone else, giving up their control to someone else to make them happy, to make them successful, and actually to make them believe in themselves. So we shared that Oprah said, be thankful for what you have, and you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never have enough. Hello, Genevieve. Thank you for listening. Again, so it's not about who's holding you back all the time. You have to face the man or the woman in the mirror. And we gave you some examples of why people actually fail or fail to try. It's because they want to be comfortable. And I told you that sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And you'll look back and say, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have this. Or if I didn't encounter some of the bad things, it wouldn't make me appreciate the good things that have happened in my life. So again, looking in the mirror, and you have the power. And I left you with a couple of quotes, which I'll leave you with those for this week as well. It says, you are always one choice away from changing your life. The secret to having it all is knowing you already do. So we talked about those gifts that you have, that you're probably using one of five, and then you're not appreciating, or you're thinking somebody else is doing better than you, but perhaps that person is using more of their gifts than you. And another quote was, you are tomorrow, who you are tomorrow begins with what you do today. That's a really good one. Who you are tomorrow begins with what you are today. All right? And remember, the man in the mirror. Michael Jackson had that song, and you just sometimes have to look within to bring things out of you, instead of looking for someone else to blame for why you can't accomplish a thing. Just begin with yourself. All right. So Sophia Bradley, hello, and thank you for being on tonight. So I'm going to start off with this. I was looking at reading a few things and enjoying the outside over the last couple of days. And my husband knows that I love to tell people about success and talk about success. So he kind of found some things for me and texted them to me. And so one of them I'm going to go over tonight, and it's called the 7 Laws of Success. But before I go over the 7 Laws of Success, who remembers there was a game show called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And remember, they had to go up different tiers of questions and dollar amounts to get to be on top of the mountain, the millionaire mountain. So I'm going to ask you, Genevieve, Sophie, do you want to be a millionaire? Maybe you already are. You know, the average person makes a lot more than $1 million in their lifetime, but only 5% of people are prepared. So that means 95% of us are not prepared for retirement because we don't make the right choices. And we have to believe that we can become or be a thing. You know, if you're going to dream, you may as well dream big. And so I hear you. I see you. All right. That makes more of us. I agree. I definitely agree. We should believe and we should want to be millionaires. There is nothing wrong with being wealthy. In fact, there's a lot right with it. So your mindset, your belief, and the goals that you set, and how much passion you put behind what it is you're trying to accomplish will tell you whether you are operating in the laws of success. It says, we all like to dream of being financially wealthy. For most people, the thought of it remains a dream and never anything more. Why is that? It says it's because most people don't see their mind of achieving that goal. They don't see it in their mind. They don't have it in their mind. It's got to be in your mind's eye. They might not be happy in their current situation, but they're comfortable. And so, would you give up comfort over becoming a millionaire? How much is it worth to you? Not just in dollars and cents, but how many people could you help after you help your family by being a millionaire? Okay, so it says that people are not happy in their current situation, but they are comfortable. And the comfort is one of the biggest enemies of growth. The biggest enemy of growth is being comfortable. We like everything quick, fast. We use the microwave. We want to drive through for fast foods. We want to breeze through just about anything. But when you take the time to review certain things, we call it your woo, your window of opportunities, your WOO. You've got to take time to recognize an opportunity. And you've got to operate in the window when the door or the window is open. And you know what? I'm going to let you into a secret. We're about to walk into a season of opportunities. You know how I know? I've been here before. I've seen, and you too have seen, the economic downturn and what happens, the course of events, good, bad, and ugly. And you've got to prepare yourself and position yourself so that you can take advantage of the woo. Your woo could turn into a wow. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could have that. I didn't know I could accomplish that. But you know what? I'm here to tell you, if you want success, there is a way to accomplish it. So it goes on to say that focus on what you want and take it, not like a thief, but take it. A lot of things are there for the taking. We just don't have the right mindset. We don't want to work for it. We want it given to us, or we want to blame someone else, like that boss last week. We had to actually uh, get gory about it and tell you to look down in the casket and see that it was a mirror there. And then they asked, now who's stopping you? Who's blocking you now? The person you see. So millionaires play to win, not to avoid defeat. Millionaires play to win, not to avoid defeat. It's just like you don't want to get out on the field and play hard enough to come in second place. If you're going to be out there, you may as well want to win the game. So that's all about mindset. The other thing is, once you have the mindset and once you have the belief, you have to set goals, smart goals. Smart goals are goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, and you can test their time tested. You have to write your goals out. Write it out. Look them over. Change them if you have to. But you got to have written goals, and you got to have a vision. So it is impossible to achieve anything if you never firmly set a goal. Don't try to get rich overnight. Get rich slowly. Remember how you got there. And when you win the lottery getting rich, it's easy. Easy come, easy go. The money is gone, and you don't feel like you have to be accountable for it because you didn't work for it. It just fell in your lap. But when you work 30 and 40 years at a job, and your goal is to become wealthy, slow is okay as long as you're making progress. And even if you come up just a little bit short of being a millionaire or having 100,000 or even 50,000, there's so many people that don't even have 5,000. So it's hard for them to think about becoming a millionaire, but they work side by side with people who do put in the work, manage their money, and make millions. Make millions. All right. So always like to look at ways that you can grow. And sometimes you have to cut back on what you're spending. Most times you have to cut back on what you're spending in order to grow. And saving is great, but saving is good, but investing is great. Don't spend every penny you get. And I think I told you a couple of episodes ago that I have an uncle, and that was one of his favorite sayings. Don't spend everything you get. Save a little bit of everything you get. And I learned that lesson. Believe me, I was listening. I learned that lesson because the easiest way to give yourself a raise is to spend less than you make. Then you're on top. And if you're not paying yourself, you are not counted in. I know people in King Street used to say, make sure that I'm coming by on Sunday, put my name in the pot. What that meant was you wanted them to cook enough. That's right, Marie. That's one of the things that we used to say in King Street. You want them to have enough so that you could have some. So when you work hard for the money, put your name in the pot. Because if you're not counted in, you're counted out. You're counted out if you're not counted. And let's see, another one is never stop learning. If you want to earn, you need to learn. And that means you got to pick up a book sometimes. You got to watch a YouTube video. It got easier for you. You've got to listen. like you're listening tonight, to me, to other people. And you could do the same thing I'm doing. You could teach somebody what you've learned along the way. Never stop learning. The best thing you can do is invest in yourself. Once most people leave the educational system, they stop learning. They stop learning. I was even told when I was trying to get a friend of mine to buy a book. She bought the book and she said, "Give me two. I'm going to give one to my son." She said, and she called me later and she said, "You know what? I came out of school in 1970 and your book is the first book I read." She said, I browse through magazines, but I don't buy books. I've not read a book since 1970. So, again, continual learning. Successful people continue to learn and to adapt. Now, that goes back again to who's holding, like we talked about last week. Um, we could put it down on the records that Corona, the pandemic, C-19 blocked me or didn't allow me to take any opportunities in 2020. Okay? But that wouldn't be true. You know, I've been to a drive-through doctor's appointment, a drive-through closing, watching church online consistently, even today attending a wedding and never having to get out of the car. All right? They put it, you can turn to this radio station, and then the wedding was a little bit on the other side of the pond, and the bride and the groom and the ceremony was nice, quick, right there. And then you could drive through or walk up and pick up your to-go meal, which was great. You didn't have a lot of interaction. And so great things are happening. Everybody is not putting their life on pause. We're being cautious. We're watching out for the red light and the yellow light, but we're also moving and taking action on the green light. So you won't be able to say, "I didn't make any progress in 2020," or "Nobody made any progress." You might say you didn't, but we're all in the same storm, but we're not all in the same boat. Because what floats one boat may sink another. But if you have made up your mind and your mindset is, "I believe that I can do this. I believe I can come out of this looking better, smelling better, being better than the way I went in it." The important thing is getting through it. So the other thing is think big. While I advise you to start off with small goals, you should absolutely have a big goal in mind. Don't be afraid of wealth. People are going to talk if you're poor. They're going to talk if you're barely making it. They're going to talk if you're in overflow. They're going to talk anyhow. And you know what? You don't have to give them something to say, because they're not going to say what you want them to say. But you need to give yourself a goal and something to accomplish so that they can run their mouth and you can run your business. They can run their mouth and you can run your business. So again, when you accomplish something, enjoy the attention of having accomplished it. Give yourself credit for at least starting. And the 7 laws of success kind of follow along the same path. It says, number 1, set the right goals. I don't know what your goals are. You don't know what all of my goals are. I don't know what's right for you, and I can't tell you what's wrong and what you can't accomplish. Only you and you alone know what you're capable of. But I'll bet you I know that you have more than what you're using. And I'll bet you the two reasons are fear and comfort. You want to be comfortable. You don't want to get uncomfortable. You don't want to use some of the other gifts that you haven't perfected yet, because it might take some time. Or people might look at you and say, I didn't know you had that in you. Well, show them what you got. But first, look at the man in the mirror, or the woman in the mirror, the person in the mirror. Face it, and then you can overcome it. And number two, education. Just like I said, prepare yourself. Your window of opportunity. If you're not ready, you're going to get left behind, because stuff is going to happen over the next even 6 months. But I promise you, over the next year, this it's not the same one like what we had last time, but it still involves real estate. And I'm going to wrap it up with that after I share these with you. Number three, maintain good health. We may not have ever looked at health as being two little things: staying your distance from people and using a mask. We probably never put on a mask unless go into a masquerade party. And I don't particularly go to masquerade parties because I like to see who I'm talking to. But you know what? You have to get uncomfortable and wear the mask right now so that you can be healthy. And would you ever have thought a little thing like wearing a mask and staying your distance from people could help you to be healthy? So, no matter what you got, how wealthy you are, if you don't know who you are in your mind when you wake up, you don't have good mental or physical or spiritual health to know who woke you up, then it's a sad state of affair. It's a sad day. So maintaining good health is the number 3 key to success. What good is it to have stuff and can't enjoy it? Number 4, drive yourself, not park yourself all the time. Drive yourself. There's more to you than you might suppose. There's more to you than the world has seen. There is more that you can do, more that you can give than what you've given. Are you operating in your purpose? And are you using all your gifts? I'll bet you're not. Number 5, apply resourcefulness. Be resourceful. When it comes to success and let's just say you're trying to start your emergency fund, be resourceful. You know, all those clothes in your closet that some of them got tags on it that you're not worn or you barely worn, or all the stuff that you may have in your home or in your garage or at your business that you're simply not using. Maybe it's time to have a sale. Be resourceful. I drove to Burger King one day this week, and they have the 2 for $5. And I called my husband back and I said, they're wrapped around Burger King like they are at Chick-fil-A. And I figure at Chick-fil-A with the double lines, they must fry that chicken in some blessed oil because they're a one blessed company. And they don't work on Sundays. They're not open on Sundays. They don't do business on Sunday, even though they do mega business. They take a break. They work 6 days and then they're off. And so being resourceful, went to Burger King, got everything I needed, and was under $10. But made another stop another day and spent about $38. And it was just a meal. One was a seafood meal and the other one was a burger. But if I were really trying to save some money, for an emergency fund, that would have been a good example right there. Eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, brown bag your way to green is a way to save some money. Take your lunch sometimes. Now that we're working at home, eat at home. You don't have to eat out. Again, number 5 was apply resourcefulness. Number 6, persevere towards your goals, step by step by step. Small goals, do like Pac-Man, eat them up, and then make sure that your vision is big enough for you to see that you're making progress and that you can get to the other larger goals. Dream big. Everybody should have a dream. Everybody should have a dream board. Everybody should have a bucket list of stuff that you want to accomplish between your dash. And a lot of times people just go back to the creator and still marginally tap in to the success that they really could have. And number 7, seek God continually for his guidance and what he wants you to do. All right? So remember the window of opportunity. You know, you never want to get someplace and they say, it's over. And you say, oh, I thought it was 8 o'clock. They said, no, it was 6 o'clock and it's over. And so then you try to capitalize by getting somebody in the corner and say, what did they say? What's going on? And you're going to get it second or third hand, because if you're getting it from me, I'm learning to take fast notes, but I can't possibly remember every single thing that, that the person said. So you're going to miss the window of opportunity, because the one thing that they said that may have meant a lot to me, and the one thing that I missed may have meant a lot to you and how you could succeed. So let me end with this. I want to tell you about a making house money boot camp. And I've been doing the Making House Money boot camp since 2006. So when I say I've been here before, 2006, real estate was just popping. And Marie, you know, you were in the mortgage industry back then, and you're still there doing something different now. But everything you touch almost turned to gold. People were just buying houses, and investors were just having a heyday. And so when I say I've been there before, guess what? History always tends to repeat itself. And so we're seeing part of the repeat now with the downturn of the market, but we're going to see some more. And some of it is not going to be so pretty. People are going to lose some stuff along the way, lose some property, lose some sleep, lose some security, lose some peace of mind. And you got to position yourself. Nobody says that you can't capitalize on a window of opportunity, because your woo can turn into your wow. I learned that this week from one of my mentors, and she is very inspiring. And she is telling us that your window of opportunity is coming soon. And so in talking about the boot camp and in talking about change, I usually do the boot camp live, but I'm forced to do it now. Not forced to do it. I choose to do it because force would be I can't do it, or I have to do it, not do it until Corona is over. But we're going to do it virtually. We're going to do it by Zoom. So I'm learning something new, just like what I just told you about. And why real estate and why now? I'm glad you asked. At least I know you're thinking about it. All right. So um, real estate is not going anywhere. The government is talking about real estate. Tenants are talking about real estate because they need a place to live. So real estate is in demand right now, really in demand. And so I was thinking, and my daughter reminded me, we have been buying real estate for 47 years. I've only been selling real estate for 34 years, but we bought our first home in 1973. So that's 47 years ago. So why real estate? It was in demand 47 years ago and a long time before that, and it's still in demand. All right. So when you see a good thing, capitalize on it. Why me? I've been in real estate and know what real estate can do for you and your family and for you building legacy. It works, folks. It simply works. If you got one home, congratulations. If you want to learn how to make house money, meaning make money while you work your 9 to 5, make money in spite of the pandemic, then you want to sign up for Making House Money Bootcamp. So when is it and what's in it for you? It's going to be Saturday, September 26th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it's going to be on Zoom. And why am I qualified to tell you about it? I've done thousands of deals. We've owned now 160 residential properties. When the pandemic, when the recession was here the last time, we owned 39 rental properties. Wish we had them all right now. We don't. But I'm going to show you how to flip some, how to sell some, how to find some, how to finance some real estate. And you know why? Because real estate is the number one way that people are building wealth in a recession or not in a recession. They're using real estate as the vehicle. Now, what's in it for you? You say you've been doing it all that long time. It might be good for you, but what's in it for me? I'm glad you asked because I just want to share with you. What's in it for you? I will share some of the wins, some of the losses, and some valuable lessons learned in my 47 years of this real estate journey. What's in it for you? I can help you avoid some potholes because you know what? I got the secret sauce for this real estate thing. I've got the secret sauce and I'm opening up my vault to those who want to learn how to buy and sell real estate. I've taught multiple investors, listen to this, on how to generate an extra $100,000 in a year from flipping and collecting passive income from multiple rental properties. I had one person that bought 3 duplexes. So you multiply that, 3 duplexes, and if you're renting them out for about $850 each, that's making house money. Okay? And another thing you will learn how to keep money in your house, regardless of what is going on at the White House. It's called security. And there is no more job security. So I'm going to teach you. I'm going to open up my vault of secret sauce and pour you out some of the best real estate information you can find. You know what? You can read about it in a book, and you should do that. But when someone is offering to teach you and to help you avoid the pitfalls and to tell you when to pivot and tell you what to watch for, I think I'd be in line for that. And Another thing you'll learn how to generate more income. So you want to get a taste of the secret sauce. Part one is going to be September 26th, 9 a.m. to 1 on Zoom. And the price for gathering, this is your first step for getting the information that you need to go out and be armed, because you don't want to have your woo and go out there trying to get rich quick, make mistakes, listen to the wrong people. People want to help you, but if they have not done what it is you're trying to do, there's not but so much they can tell you. And I feel like I'm the trusted authority because I've experienced it. I've taught other people how to do it, and I'm willing to teach you how to do it. So you don't want to miss it. And so the hours that you will spend, it's discounted. It's $149 to get the information. And then you will be offered at the end of that a super, super fantastic, amazing bonus. You will be able to sign up for a VIP 4 hours with me, one-on-one. And we have to do it one-on-one. It could be two people from the same household. But we don't want to get on vans. We will not get on vans. We will not jeopardize your health by us all cramming into a house at one time. So if you want to get the full package, and my full package for the boot camp is usually $4.99, here's how you can do it, even during the pandemic. You can't stop a good thing. You can't stop something that you need to take advantage of. So $149 for the first session. Then we will book private VIP days for you, and I will spend 4 hours with you, taking you into properties, having you work the numbers, and you don't want to miss this. So that's what I'm ending up with tonight, telling you that you simply have to take advantage because the time is at hand. Now is the time to learn. And what I will do with those of you who take advantage of the bonus, I will tell you how we partner. And a lot of people say, I would buy real estate, but I just don't have the money. I will share with you how we've partnered with other people, but I will most importantly, tell you how to position yourself. What the lenders are looking for. If you're looking for hard money lenders, if you're looking for funding, you have to position yourself. You can't go in and say, I want, and not be able to present to the person where you are and at least have an idea of where you're trying to go. When was the last time somebody asked you, what is it that you want in life and how can I help you get it? Well, that's my question for you tonight. What is it that you want in life and how can I help you get it? So I'm going to see if we have any questions. We got quite a few people on the line. Smart Goals, we got Craig on the line, Genevieve, we got Vivian, Sophie, Gloria Cooper. Let's see who else we have here. We've got a ton of people on. And I hope that you guys really appreciated what I shared with you tonight and the seven points that I shared for 7 laws of success. So I'm just happy and excited, and I hope you are too. And if you know anybody that could use, now, like I said, and I don't make false promises, and I don't make you believe that the minute that you start investing, you're going to make 100,000 too, because it simply does not happen. The 3 individuals in the last couple of years that have done that, they were positioned to do some of the things. They didn't have all cash. We used some of the bank's money. We partnered on some of the deals together, but everybody won and they won big. So think about who you know that could use an extra 25,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000 coming into their household, having other people go to work to pay your mortgage on your investment property. And I know some of you on this line already have investment property. You have commercial property and you have residential. And I can't teach you but so much about commercial property, but I certainly can teach you a ton. I can show you how to pour a lot of my secret sauce on some residential investment property. And especially if you want to get a portfolio of rental properties. Been there, done that. So again, I went a little bit over, but I just wanted to share all of that with you. And thank you all for your comments. And I look forward to speaking with you on Wednesday. And I believe that September is going to be the last Wednesday sessions. I'm only going to be doing not doing two sessions a week. I'm going to be doing one, which is going to be Sunday's Best, this one, because I will start doing individual coaching after the boot camp. If there's anybody that wants to get into real estate, want to get their feet wet, want to find out the facts, want to find out the myths, want to find out how to make their first million, I'm going to have classes teaching them how to do just that. So have a good night. Have a good life. Enjoy the holiday. But most of all, I wish and pray for you to have $1 million life. And guess what? The computer didn't shut off tonight. All right. So we got one video. I encourage you to share this video, and I appreciate your time. Have a good evening.